our Silksong playthrough again, and we're going to be fighting against a mommy. Well, the mother, something mother, whatever it was, Silk Mother, something. Spoilers ahead if you haven't played the game. This is a cool looking fight. We are at the terminus, and I keep thinking we're at the end of Act 2, but like this is actually the end of Act 2 for realsies this time. All right. Dirt. I bet. Oh no, I probably can't reach that. The Silk Boss. It's not radius. Oh no. Three hits. Okay. Oof. That was a big oof. All right. Again, my theory about this boss is that we're fighting it, we're attempting to fight it right now, but we're not going to have any kind of a key to actually like defeat it since it's a deity. So we're going to have to explore the rest of the game, probably acts like 3 and 4, I'm guessing. Because I really don't think this is the end of the game. I need to figure out how to dodge that. Well, that's one way to do it. Okay, you can't be anywhere near there. Oh, just jump over it. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna win the fight, but not be able to actually win. And it's gonna go into some kind of a form that we can't hurt or something like that, I'm guessing. Or it's just gonna rejuvenate endlessly or something like that, and Hornet's gonna realize that we can't actually win against this deity without some kind of help. And then we'll have to scour the rest of the world and find the weaknesses it has before returning. That's my guess. What my video game senses are telling me. Grandmother Silk. Not just mommy, it's grandmommy. Damn it. Derp. What stuff do I have equipped? Rather than this, let me try Warding Bell. Really, though, I should just be healing in safer spots, but whatever. You know what? Does this mean that I actually have a second heart? Silk heart, and if I equip this now... If I equip this now, it'll be a third one. It is. That's pretty slick. myself, am I? Alright, Grandmother Silk. Let's do this. I like how it just says Silk Boss before this. I guess that's the actual internal name of the boss is actually just Silk Boss. Nope. That was dumb. Wait, what? Okay. All right. Frick, I'm dead. For sure. Well, I guess I got to phase 2. Yeah, that is a really interesting way of doing a phase 2. Having just certain parts of the arena that were temporarily blocked off by falling rocks. For a boss that's all about area denial in the first place, having large sections inaccessible is pretty crazy. Excuse me. Right, I gotta remember that's a thing I can do as well. That does quite good damage, actually. Okay, well, the warding bell does not protect against that. Good to flippin' know. But in facing her, now that I'm seeing all these falling rocks and stuff, maybe it's gonna like, during the fight, it's gonna open up like a chasm from whence I'm able to access other areas or something like that. I don't know why I think running away is going to help. Really interesting part about this fight is that you can move the needles around a little bit as well. Frack. That was a flippin' mistake. I didn't realize I was in phase 1.5 or whatever. I didn't know she was doing double silk strands. And if anyone wonders how I'm doing this, just wall, cling, and dash. You can see the button presses I'm doing in the top corner. Yeah, if I dodge that way quick enough, I should be fine. But I wasn't quick enough there. Oh. Frick. And I like how they foreshadow this to you first, so that you get the idea. Alright. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Part of the problem with this is it's going to make a lot harder to hit her now. And I don't know if this is actually faster, but it's probably about the same. It might be a tiny, tiny bit faster. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. This only ends when I am victorious. At least as much as Hornet's capable of at this point, which... She attacks pretty low there, I guess. What the? I just need to be tempting. No! I keep getting the buttons mixed up, dang it. Honestly. I really feel like I should switch the buttons, but I think it's too late to do that now. And this button is more accessible than that. A little bit. Not really, though. I might as well, because I'm not really going to be able to use those gears very well. Well, I could use them while she's low. But I feel like I should be prioritizing jumping over her. Maybe I can kind of do both, though. Remap controls. I've not done this. I really want it to match Hollow Knight, though. That's the thing. I'm still, at this point in the game, the crazy thing is I'm still, at this point in the game, getting them mixed up. So really, I need to just do this and commit to it. And I'm going to press the wrong button sometimes, but you know what? It's just going to have to happen. Okay, so skill and tool is set to B now. Right. Switch the buttons. Initially, I'm going to have some confusion. I think over time, it's just going to be better. I've been thinking of doing this ever since the beginning of the game. I feel like it's also easier to aim my tools as well. Come on, it didn't quite get off. It's because I hesitated when pressing the button. It's all good though. Frick. All right. Hey, at least I don't have to go all the way through another entire boss fight and then do this immediately after in one go. Like with Radiance or Absolute Radiance. Well, Absolute Radiance is even worse because you have to go through that entire Pantheon. Not just a gauntlet, but a Pantheon. Not just a Pantheon, but Pantheon 5. So ridiculous. Oops. That was close. Oh, interesting. Frick. What was I thinking? I can't go through there. That's just death. Definitely gonna have to have some patience in the second phase of this boss. Although that's also where I could use my tools more. Probably would be better to just have the faster heal, honestly. I don't think it even makes hardly any difference at all. It's just like a tiny bit faster, but better that than nothing. Oof. Put 'em up. Put up your dukes, grandmommy. Alrighty, phase 2, here we go. At least they make it really obvious when an attack does 3 damage. Oof. Put 'em up, grandmommy. Ooh, I jumped too high. This is a pretty dang good phase 1. I gotta keep in mind some of these attacks get faster too. Nope, that was not good. Woo! Oh man, I was getting really close. I feel like I was really close there. Put up your duke, grandmama. Grandmama mia. Let's go. Tissue. Kleenex. It is really cool, though, that somehow my practice with Radiance and Absolute Radiance is helping with this fight. Yo, Snow, just in time. I think I'm getting pretty close to beating phase 2 of this. Facing off against Grandmommy. Wait, what the flip hit me? Oh, I guess I was a little too soon. I guess there was still some rocks falling. Here I go telling you that I'm close, and then I just get wrecked immediately. I figured this out the other day. It's kind of nice. I don't know if it's actually faster, and in fact it might be slower, but it's fun. Well, so, you know, my headcanon, my suspicion is that I can't actually defeat her right now, because it definitely feels like too early in the game to be fighting what appears to be the final boss. So what I suspect is Hornet's going to get to a certain point and win, but not really win. Think it's actually slower? Yeah, I can see that. So she's going to get to a point you'll beat the boss, but not actually defeat them because it's a god. So then you'll have to scour the rest of Farloom, look high and low for some kind of weakness or some kind of means to actually defeat the god for real. The fake out boss, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a fake out boss. I think this is the real final boss. But that what the version you're fighting right now is like a super like easy version compared to once you actually get the secrets and stuff. Kind of like, you know, when you fight Hollow Knight the first time or Radiance the first time and then you realize there's a whole different form, although this is probably more like the difference between fighting Hollow Knight and then fighting Hollow Knight and Radiance. But that's my guess. I don't want to know if I'm right or not, obviously. I'm just what my gamer senses tell me that this is. Well, one way or another, I don't think this can be the end, because I'm quite sure the game is bigger than this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Game's overpowering my voice again. Let me just check and see. I think this fight is especially loud. But I had adjusted my mic a little bit. What I might do is turn the game down one notch. So by overpowering my voice, are you still able to mostly understand what I'm saying? Or is there any point where you like just straight up can't understand what I'm saying? Because I don't want my voice to be like, you know, twice as loud as everything else. Yeah. Hollow Knight and Radiance. There was not another version of them. Those only got added with God Home DLC years after the original game came out. I mean, that's true. PV and AR were never supposed to be the real versions of them. Yeah. I have to focus on it, and it's not very pleasant. Okay, that's fair. Because I feel like this fight is definitely much louder than most of the game. Though, let me turn the game down just one little notch. Because I don't want to turn my mic up anymore, because I think it peaks a lot more easily. One notch, though, on the volume for the game is a lot. I'm also speaking fairly loudly, and I don't want to have to... If I was to talk more quietly, I probably wouldn't be... You probably wouldn't be able to hear me at all. Oh, God. Why am I 2 silk away from being able to heal? Make sure that the other rocks go away. Yeah, if the fight isn't too loud for you, you can always turn it down in your streaming software only for us. Yeah. No, well, that's kind of how I'm controlling it right now. It's I mean, it's at a volume where I can hear. I can always control my computer volume up and down. So, yeah. I know I can change it in the streaming software, but I've got at a level that I'm really comfortable with, for not just this game but other games as well. So, yeah, this is kind of how I've been managing it. No. Oh. Yeah, the rocks falling do make it impossible to understand the words you're saying. Yeah, that's fair. Definitely makes sense. Yeah, I think this is faster just because I think you jump higher doing it this way. You know what? And I could just for this fight. The thing is, I found that in my testing, like 7 is like half the volume of 10, actually. This is not a linear progression. So by the time we get to 5, it's like a third or less. Each notch of this is crazy. So by the time we get to like 4 or 3 or 2, it's like basically inaudible altogether. Right, I know that volume isn't linear, it's logarithmic, fundamentally speaking, but a lot of games will design their audio sliders in a way that's more linear to be more intuitive to people who don't understand waveforms, which is most people, probably. Right, if they made the slider linear, then this would happen. Yes, absolutely, I completely agree with you. Yeah. Let me, leave it at 6 for the moment. I'm gonna check something. Yeah, programmers not being audio engineered. Yeah, I mean, which, especially for a really small team like this, I definitely would not expect there to be someone with, like, you know, because music is fundamentally artistic in nature, whereas audio is fundamentally scientific. Like the science of audio itself is much more mathematical in nature, and it's a you know, logarithmic scale, as you said, all that. It's interesting. I find this really interesting how, like, sound works and stuff, but most people are not going to know that, and even if they do, they're probably not going to think about it really. Yeah, you can make music through the scientific approach, but we can't decide what good music is just through science alone. Does that make sense? Because, you know, we can, there is a lot of stuff we can science about it as to, like, why this is appealing, but it is fundamentally a more artistic thing. Just like, you know, a lot of really beautiful photos and paintings, you know, it's really hard to explain scientifically why it looks appealing to us. And for most people, in order to really understand a lot of that, you'd have to go much, much, much deeper. And then, you know, yeah, good is not a scientific measure. Exactly. Anyway. Let me just do a little test. I'm going to try it on 5, and I'm going to try doing a little sample of it, because I want to hear what it's like. I haven't really tested with a fight that's this loud, especially with the rocks falling and stuff. Part of the problem is that I'm talking when I should be fighting in general. When I should be focusing more on the fight. You know, streamer blues, you know. I'm engaging in conversation, yet, you know, I should be also focusing on winning if I want to win at the video game. I don't know what that was. I don't know what I was doing there. I am a little bit scatterbrained at the moment, as you can tell. I also, so one thing I just did was I just switched the buttons for heal, and I just switched the buttons finally for bind and tool, which I've been thinking about doing from the beginning. Yeah. Feel free to shut up. Yes, it is true. I could stop yapping. That would also solve some issues with volume control. Yeah. I like people to be able to hear the sound really well, especially since I love this game's sound design. Audio balancing is something that I personally take really seriously, because part of it too is it's a lot different if you're wearing headphones, for example, or if you're maybe just listening to something. Like, I listen to a lot of YouTube just as I'm going around the house. Just like on shitty speakers or on a tablet or whatever. So I really like to be able to hear both. And I don't want... a pet peeve of mine is when I have to crank up the volume so loud that it sounds like it feels like my ears are bleeding when the person's talking, but then the background video that they're watching or reacting to or whatever is so quiet that I still can't hardly hear them. Yeah. You had to shut up to beat the final boss too. Yeah. You got a speedrun achievement and a secret ending. Nice. I saw you were doing a stream. How did it go? I guess you got the speedrun achievement? Hell yeah. How many hours is the basic speedrun achievement in this game? Got both at once. Nice. Because in Hollow Knight, I think it was 10 hours, right? For the basic one. I would guess this game would be probably at least double that. 5 hours? It's the only speedrun. 5 hours? Holy moly. Team Cherry has got way too good at playing their own games, man. Yeah, Hollow Knight, there was one for 10 hours, one for 5. Nice. Whew, that was close. That. Ugh. Oh, your first attempt was just over that, huh? Dang. Crazy to me to think that you could beat the game that fast unless this is actually like the final boss. Which it really has that feel, you know? Like everything has been building up to this, but I know there's a lot of other areas in the game that I haven't been to. And it feels weird if there were to only be 2 acts with the whole way that they're releasing the act system. Although I think there was a game that I played that did that. You know? Had just 2 acts. Most of the time it's like 4 though, at least. Unless they plan to add more. Which is a pretty crazy thought. Oh god. If you can get 328 in 2 attempts, I don't think anyone who 100% of the game would have an issue with sub 5. Yeah. They do plan to add more. That is really cool. Confirm they're working on DLC. Yeah, Lace DLC 2033. No, yeah. I mean, you know, this is a pretty huge game. Really thinking about it, there's so much more work put into every area. I mean, it's not like I would at all be disappointed if this is the final boss. However, there's still a lot I feel like I'm missing. Like, I haven't got any, like, there's no double jump. There's no... there's definitely a whole, like, ice area that I found. But I feel like I'm going to need a warmer cloak to go to. There's stuff, the Marsh of Doom, although that definitely feels like optional content. Yeah, consider how quickly you can beat Hollow Knight, how little of the map you actually have to visit to do it. You know what? That's fair. That's totally fair. If you memorize a route, yeah. I gotta remember how huge that game is, but how little you actually have to do. Even if you're not doing like the, you know, the sequence breaks and stuff. Not like difficult ones. Yeah. I guess for me, difficult being meaning me for difficult. Difficult for me. Not a true gamer. Alrighty then. Phase 2. Oh. At least those spikes only do 1 damage. Oh my gosh. Oh. There's not a single difficult thing in Hollow Knight. I don't know what you mean. Fair. Oh, thanks. Fast trigger finger there. Appreciate it. Yeah, I forgot I made you a mod a while back. Appreciate it. Yeah, I forgot you were too. I think you're the only person I've ever modded on here. Well, I might have modded like James or something, like my brother, you know, but I don't think he even knows how to though, so. Clicking the ban button is an instinct. Yep, yep. Yep, you beat me to it. I enjoy the bots that can actually kind of hold a conversation with you now. They're kind of fun to mess around with. And like there's certain things you can say that like makes it really obvious that they're a bot, but it's still entertaining. And you know, if I've been streaming like a good while and haven't talked to anybody the whole time, might as well like, you know, fuck with them a little bit, have some fun. I enjoy the programming aspect of it though, so like I'll like, you know, make fun of them for programming the bot poorly. And then when they don't respond at all to that, I'll know, you know. Yeah, they're definitely a bot. Oh, I did not jump high enough. I think it's really cool as well that you can like knock some of the needles away. Or I guess they're scissors. They're scissor blades. Which makes sense for the silk. Oh, frick. What am I doing? Oh my goodness, they started going really fast. Yeah, I hate the AI bots. They waste way too much of my time. Yeah. Sometimes I just don't care enough. Especially like if there's anyone that I can like actually hold a conversation with, I won't give them the time of day. It's only if I feel like it, you know. If I'm just bored and feel like messing around with them. Mostly, like I said, mostly for me, it's like, it's an interest in the technology and see how good they are, see what kind of stuff they can respond to. Because I am a programmer and I do like, I have a big interest in AI and where it's going, so. Mostly just kind of curious, since I haven't really done Twitch in a while, like what the technology has gotten to and stuff. The ones that are truly sad, though, are the ones that go in there and be like, tell you're using injector band, huh? Not sure what that is, but yeah. The ones that are truly lame, though, are the ones that'll go in there and they'll have the audacity to say, hey, you know, my headphones aren't working, so, like, can you just talk to me in the chat? And I'm like, bro, it's the year of our Luigi 2025, and you can't even make a bot that can listen and respond to my spoken dialogue? What are we doing here? What are we even doing, you know? Like... No, I'm not going to take time away from my gameplay to talk to you in chat. Because you don't, quote-unquote, have headphones. If you want to talk to me, just, like, talk to me, you know, at least try to have some semblance of pretending you're a person, you know? Even if it is a real person that truly like doesn't have headphones and expects me to talk to them in the chat, I'm not going to do that anyways. Like, yeah, this is really dumb. That's fine if you don't have headphones. Just watch. We don't have to talk. I'm not going to take time away from my game to talk to you in the chat. It's just funny. I just think it's funny. It amuses me. If something gets old, I'll just ban them instantly. If they're obviously just spamming right off the bat, I'll just ban them. There's probably a couple that join my Discord primarily to like market themselves or something, but you know, I don't mind if they haven't made it clear that they're a bot and they've actually tried at least to hold conversations with me. I'm okay with it. But the moment they start like, hey, can I add you as a friend on Discord and private message you and send you like marketing information? I'm like, yeah, no, fuck off. Like if you're gonna start spamming advertisements for the work that you allegedly do, then no. We're not playing that game. part of it is I haven't done Twitch in a long time, and I'm fairly new to like what kinds of scams people are trying to engage in nowadays. Whew, that was close. As soon as someone brings up that they do art or asks for it on my Discord, they get exactly one more message before they're banned. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep. Like, I'm okay that you're mentioning that you do art, but like, if you're trying to sell me something, no. I'm usually really it's easy for me because I'm not taking my streaming seriously right now, so I have no intention on buying anything anyway. Honestly, if I were going to buy some kind of artistic materials for streaming, the last person I would ever go to for that is somebody who randomly showed up in my stream and started advertising. If you're just here to sell me your AI art, please leave. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even if it's not AI art, even if it's real art, it's like, just, not interested. Thanks, though. Bye. If you want to talk to me, let's talk. If you're only here to sell me something, then see ya. That was close. Wait. Oh, so as soon as I pogo on those, they go away, huh? Frick. Yeah, if they ignore that, they're either a bot or an asshole. Exactly. Oh, I'm still alive. Oh. My favorite way to climb walls, though, is this. I need to be using it more, but I find it hilarious. And yes, I'm actually using this charm. I highly doubt most people would even give it the time of day. But I don't really have something else in a yellow slot that I want, since I'm, getting the quality of life stuff. What the? Wait, that went really high. What the heck? Oh, I forgot to grab my silk. Whoops. Well, I'll grab it right away anyway. I shouldn't have attacked up. Yeah, that's a really low attack. Oh my, that was very close. Ah. Yeah, diagonally scuttles out of physics. Yeah. I wonder if I can do it here. Like, scuttle, 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 scuttle. Okay. Oh, are you still here, Lace? Come on, get up. I know your ass ain't dead. We need you in a DLC. Find it really interesting to see what tools people use. Yeah. I think it kind of fosters more creativity since, like, none of them are really, like, that powerful in general. At least the non-red ones. And the red ones have their own, like, variety. You know what? I probably shouldn't be using the buzzsaw. Come to think of it, I should be using the trap. I should put that back on because this boss is not really... Some of them are broken. I mean, yeah, that's fair. All tools are not made equal. That is definitely true. The bag, for example... The bag is, like, objectively, I feel like, the best yellow. Like, nothing else comes close. At least from what I've seen. I'm sure other things exist. Of course, most yellows don't really do anything but mild quality of life anyway. Oof. Part of the problem is because I switched my buttons. Ooh, alright, that works. There's a really small time window in which he will hit you from those strands, so there's a lot of time to move around. Even if, like, sometimes it feels like you're not really close enough for it to affect you. Oh... A tier list. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Oh! 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 I thought I died. Okay. Honestly, here's where I should be using my tools more, especially when, like, she's inaccessible, where I can't needle her. Oh, wait. Okay, so they don't always just go down. Wait. Huh. B tier, yeah. Higher end for yellows, yeah. Let me do... I could use this as well. I mean, if I'm not going to use this here, when would I use it, you know? I feel like this will get me into trouble more than it'll help. After you take damage on them, not after you pogo them. I got it. I have, like, no red tools. I'll try this. I don't think I can use it more than once, though. Yeah. Don't even think I'm qualified to talk about how good tools are. I only have, like, 10%. Wow, really? Dang. There's several that I just decided not to get. Or that I didn't have, like, the materials for. No, it's mostly that I decided not to get. Yet, at least. So. Yeah, for me is like the purse and then either this or this. And this doesn't really do anything against a boss. It could potentially rob me of a little silk. I had it on for a while just because there wasn't really anything else aside from this. Since I'm not using the compass and magnet, which I don't think that I should have to, you know? I don't want to have to use them. I don't want to have to use slots for them. No. Yeah, we've been through that. More like 30%, yeah. Have I ever used Scuttle Brace? Yes. I mean, that's what I'm using right now. You mean in combat? Yeah. A little bit. I feel like if I could get my inputs faster, I feel like it would be really, really good. But I'd have to practice for it. Yeah. Compass, Magnetite Brooch, and Shard Amulet, probably the best yellows. The Shard Amulet, really? Does it do that much? I mean, I guess if you're farming. I can't imagine using the Shard Amulet. And, I mean, they do nothing against a boss. Yeah, it's interesting to see other different people's opinions, though. So let me try if I use this. Okay, so I do have a couple other uses. Wait, what? Wait, why did that just go away? Because it was giving me a blue one before. Oh, but it's because of the poison tool? Oh, okay. Well, I'll avoid using that then. That makes sense. I mean, I probably wouldn't want to make my lifeblood heart poisonous. That doesn't really make sense. Oh. Where did that come from? Stabbing yourself with poison's a bad idea. Yeah, probably. Could do that. And we'll give this a shot. But yeah, so basically the whole game, I've just played with the default controls. I wanted to address this because I know I mentioned it earlier. This whole game, I've just used the default controls, which puts, you know, the bind on B, or rather, yeah. So, yeah, bind on B and then spell and tool on R, but it's reversed from Hollow Knight. And I was just like, you know, I'm just going to play it this way, and if I need to, I can just go change it in Hollow Knight too. But I'm this far in the game, and I'm still getting them mixed up. So I'm like, fine, I'm just going to change them back. I played so many other games where it just makes sense to have a spell or an attack on B. Like, this is what I'm used to doing. So I went ahead and put bind on the right bumper. The only problem is because I just made that change. I'm now hesitating a lot more. That's partly why I'm like hesitating a lot more and getting messed up for it. just because I'm initially confused. Yeah, I thought about, I was going to rebind them early in the game, but then I thought, you know, I mean, it is a little easier. It's a way easier to press these 3 buttons together than like these 3. Although I still can do it. I've done it plenty for other games. So I should have changed it early on, but yeah, ZXC for keyboard controls, yeah. I can play these types of games on keyboard, I just don't like to. Since I use a keyboard at my desk to do programming and stuff like all day, it just feels like work anytime I have to sit at a keyboard and mouse, so. So now if I do this, down will start the fight as well. That just let me survive that one hit. Damn it. Really, I probably should only be using the lifeblood, like, in between like phases. No point in me wasting it otherwise, because I only have so much and I don't know how hard it'll be to refill it. Frick. Okay. That's a thing I can do. I didn't realize it would let me use multiple at once. That's cool. Oh, what am I doing? Problem is, multiple lifeblood hearts are still only like 1 or 2 hits. But I'm still alive. For the moment. Oh! Oh! Refilling lifeblood is trivial. Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm actually out of shards. Well, I don't want to use this because this thing seems special. I mean, I guess those use a decent amount of lifeblood or a decent amount of shards to refill as well. I could go farm some. Yeah, look who needs the shard pendant now. Well, yeah. If I go farm them, I'll put it on temporarily. I don't think I really need it for this fight, though. I don't think I really need any weapons for this fight, because I'm mostly just spamming. There's only a few points where It would definitely help. I don't want to have to leave the boss. The problem is I already used so many shards against against the last boss, and now I'm on another boss, and I'm just like, against Lace. Don't win without you. All right. I'll just go farm just a little bit. I really should anyway. What's a good place I could go? Well, I definitely need more of these fine pins, so I might as well kill some enemies around here. Yeah, I might as well use the tubes. You stay close, sister. Them halls beside are crawling with haunted husks. Wandering will only bring death, pointed and painful. Sir, I've opened the way above these halls and bested the white knight that stood as guardian. Child of the monarch, she claimed herself at the end, and her shell attested it true, a being born purely from silk woven tight. That such a feat is possible. I've seen life woven from silk before, but tiny, transient? Never like this. Aye, Bellringer, you've slain a marvel indeed. Well, flawed marvel at least. One to keep far from she was, least for us mortal sorts. Look of a child and mind a match, but hers been up wandering the citadel longer than most. Even in its long silence, way afore you came and roused its ire. Might have seen herself this place's protector, keeping it clean and quiet as she did. Course quiet meant most crossing her path found a painful end from her pin. I'd be saying thanks for the slaying, but with all the other husks now awoken and enraged, a bug's chances ain't grown by much. All right, I don't want to go through here. Definitely don't want to fight these guys. They're just too risky. Yeah, these are the guys that have the pins that I need. I really need to get my silk back. I should go get my silk back and then come back here. In fact, really, I should be... I should be going down the middle anyway. Okay, but instead, we're going to go back down. Should probably try to... If I'm going to farm, I probably should fight in less dangerous places. Yeah, it's only the guys that actually fight with pins that'll give me the items I need. You know what? I could go visit the Gormand over here and let him know I have one of the ingredients. Hey, where is this person? Oh, you're here. Yeah. Right, what am I missing? Oh, I just need to go up in one of these things. There we go. Sir, I bring ingredients for the dish. At last, my master's withering away from hunger. Let us see what gifts you bring. The nectar, to think such an aged extract still exists. What an exquisite tragedy that I cannot taste it myself. My master must have every drop. You dally still. If you wish to earn your reward, you should be hunting down those ingredients. Or do you need directions from a serving bug with some experience? Yeah. I could go to the shaman. Not looking forward to that. That boss took me forever last time. Wait, Coral Chambers. Wait, who's this? Jubilana. Search for traces of the merchant. Track her location. Seen in the lower coral chambers. Might as well look around in this area. Lower coral chambers, I'm guessing, is like here or here. So if I just go this way, go down and then right, maybe I'll find her. And probably some other enemies on the way. Oh, that's just leading up. Okay. Would also be awesome if I could find another mask piece, because that would be really sick for this fight. Oh. Oh, there's a tracking. Oh no! Oh man. Derp. If I go down like this. Could also see if there's something here. I think it requires a double jump, but there might be a ring here. Yeah, I guess it's a double jump. Oh. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, it's above me. Right, because I was tracking this. Give me this. Oh my god, come on. Am I gonna have to find a bench closer to this? kill these guys first, and then I'll go track. Sheesh. It's kind of annoying that half the time these pins end up going down the hole or falling into spikes and vanishing or something. Oh, there's a bench right here. Lol. Well, let's start tracking, shall we? An idea of where to go, at least. It's nice to have free benches in here every so often. Oh, hey. Honestly, I could just farm these guys right here. As long as I need. How many do I need? Yeah, I need like 10. Weird. Okay, so now we're tracking. It's going back over here. Okay. Hey. Ooh, what a turnip, says Jubilana. Ooh, what a turnip. I'd feared 'twas naught but meself left sane within these halls. Seems this old bug's luck is not yet worn thin. Hornet says, it was more than luck that saw me to you, madame. I promise the wish of bugs concerned for your safety. I urge you to head their way now beside the old bell, up and over. A small settlement is formed there, and the bell, reawakened, seems to ward away the very worst of the citadel's many dangers. A settlement, says Jubilana. In these long haunted halls, are you telling naughty little lies, dear one? Well, I suppose there's not too much danger in going and seeing the truth for myself. Wandering merchant, wish granted. Be away then, dear one, and leave me to gather up my trinkets and baubles. If this settlement of yours truly has bugs settled safe, I'll be able to make some lucrative trades. Blessing and farewell. Okay, so that's one thing down. One wish granted. And since I'm in farming mode, I might as well farm the rest of these pins. Pins of the finer variety. Gosh, these guys are tanky. Wait, you didn't drop a pin. Is it just a chance? Holy moly. Again, you're not dropping one. What? Oof. Again, you didn't drop one. Wait, what's going on? Well, I got plenty of rosaries as well, for sure. What is... Have I not been in here? Oh, that's just to go around. Okay. It's also giving me some practice at using my changed button controls. Where's your pin? What the heck? Pin wielding choir bugs of the Citadel. Yeah. The last like 5 I've killed did not drop one, so if it's a random chance, I'm just getting unlucky. Yeah. And this is just the hot spring over here. Okay, well, I'm going to be right back, use the restroom, and then I'll see if I can farm more of those pins. I don't know why they're not dropping them now. Unless maybe you can only get one from each enemy, but that seems kind of crazy. Alright, I'm going to try beating each of these choir bugs 3 more times each and just see if I get at least one pin. And if I don't, then that means that I'm going to have to look elsewhere. We'll figure this out. Hey. Nice to meet you back. How's it going? Figured if I'm going to do a little farming, I might as well do a little questing as well. So I'm trying to get some of these fine pins. Okay, there, that one dropped one. That one conceivably might have fallen in the spikes. You didn't miss anything. I've just been running around questing and farming some shards. Figure if I want to, you know, have a good shot at this boss, I really should at least prepare myself a little bit. So I also found a merchant for another quest that was lost down there. Maybe it's just that the flying ones don't drop them and it's only the ground ones. I swore I saw a flying one drop one, though. Maybe it's just a low chance, I don't know. Or not really a low chance, maybe like a 50-50 would be reasonable. Oh, come on. There's one. Alright, so the flying ones definitely do drop it. Even without tools. Yeah, tools I'm sure would speed it up, but part of the goal here is I'm trying to farm, so not like I really need tools to beat these guys. But yeah, like I said, that does make sense how it's speeded up. Getting a ton of rosaries too, which I'll probably go and buy, use some of these rosaries to buy some shard packs. I've never really done that before, but oh, the boss fight. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could win without tools, but having that little bit of edge, a little bit extra damage, a little bit extra health if I use like the blood masks and stuff, the blue blood, should definitely help a lot. I'm also just 2 more from these. Yeah, I could spend my rosaries on something unique as well. I've already bought most everything I want with rosaries though, but I will take a look and see what I can buy, because I do have quite a few rosaries. But so far in this playthrough, I've not really done any actual farming for rosaries or shards. Rather not start now. I mean, the only reason I'm doing this is, I don't count it as farming if I'm like exploring or if I'm questing. So like right now I'm questing, you know? Because I need these items for a quest. This is one of the first times where I've even like repeatedly killed the same enemies multiple times and just gone back and forth. Aw, I was still in range. Come closer, I don't want your drop to fall off. Yeah, it's definitely a chance. This one's kind of annoying. Wouldn't have needed to farm shards because you had the cheating magnet. Yeah, that's fair. I'm definitely cheating to get way more shards than I would normally. But I'm also like not taking the time to climb around and try to pick up all these shards, so I'm okay if somebody considers it cheating. I don't care. Fundamentally, I understand it is, but it's also like my sense of game design just disagrees with mechanics like this. There we go, there's one. Only need 2 more. Oh. These flying enemies evade your attacks way too well in this game. Like, they're really, really good at evading your attacks. It's kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a game where flying enemies would evade your attacks as well in a 2D environment as these guys do. Not necessarily these specific enemies, but just the flying enemies in this game in general are really good at evading. I do need to remember that I actually have that. What's up, buddy? Can't do nothing now, huh? To me, I find it completely insane that there's not even a way to call shards to you at all. Like, that's the thing that you drop the most little tiny pieces of. Man. That's what I really hate, when they drop them on spikes and the item just vanishes. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it just to consider the intended mechanics would have you have less shards. That's very true. Very true. So I've never had to farm shards. It's not because of the game, but because you're using a mod that makes it that way. That is very true. Yeah, I won't deny that. I won't deny that. I'm also streaming, though. It wouldn't be as big of a deal if I was just playing by myself. Although it would still be really annoying to pick up all the shards. But yeah. Someone playing with a regular magnet would not have nearly as many shards because... Although there's some bosses where I've used a ridiculous number of shards as well. Although I'm sure there's some people that use way more than me. Last Judge, for example, that was the first time. Oh, did I finally get them all? Yay. Yeah, Last Judge is probably the first time where I actually had to get more shards, or even use one of my shard packs. Because I started just spamming like crazy as soon as I went into like the second phase. Yeah, just stopped doing it at some point. Yeah, exactly. Which led to me only getting about a third of all the shards enemies actually drop. Which, yeah, exactly. You know. Totally fair. But my OCD can't, you know, my OCD and ADHD combined just can't handle that. I have to get them all. Like, I remember you probably remember how many times in the first Hollow Knight I would drop like one little piece of geo like way down at the ground, and I would go all the way back down to the very bottom of the floor and then have to climb all the way back up just for like a couple pieces of geo because I was so intent on getting them. Yeah, Lace GMS Gauntlet at the end here absolutely burns through your shards. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because I used a ton on Lace, and I was pretty close to being empty after Lace, and I used all my items. And now this is, yeah. Right after that, I definitely did not expect that. Okay. How to get back to where I was. Oh, yeah. Let's use the chutes. Yeah. Also, I think it wouldn't break the game's balance to have arena enemies drop shards. Yeah, that's very true. There's so many arena... I was thinking about that. It's like there's so many enemies here that I'm beating and not getting any shards from them. And then I'm using shards, you know, to fight them. It's like, this is kind of painful for no reason. I was a bit surprised at the beginning when I even saw that, you know, that shards were not the main currency, you know? There's probably a world where you could, you know, do away with shards altogether and have some other mechanic that is, like maybe just killing enemies will restore some things or something like that, or you just have a set number, you know, whenever you leave a bench. But you know, it's not bad, and for a game like this, I'm fine with it requiring a little more time going around exploring and stuff. I do enjoy some mechanics like this. I don't think it's a problem at all. The only thing I really hate is just that there's no magnet for shards at all in the base game. I think that's completely ridiculous. But I'm also ADHD and OCD, so I am not the majority of gamers. Most people wouldn't even care or think about it. It wouldn't hurt for you to have more yellow slots as well. If you just had designated slots where you could actually equip the compass and the magnet and also be able to do other shit, you know? But, it's whatever. I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. I've done that more than enough. I think it's fine. Oh, hey. What's up, girl? Sherm. Oh, hoy there. I was hoping we would meet here, Red Maiden. Rising at last to the heights of the Citadel and being amongst so many of my brothers and sisters. It is a blessing indeed. Yes, a blessing.
That's fine.
Yeah, there aren't very many yellows you'd want to equip instead. That's true. At least it's not in the first game like you just have like a notch permanently taken up with the compass and another one with the magnet. And there's a ton of really powerful things you could equip instead. But, oh well. Hornet says, your voice belies some hesitation in that belief, little pilgrim. You've seen now the reality of this broken place. What do you make of it truly? Yes, Sherma, please do tell us. Do not judge me a doubter. The citadel is a holy place indeed, resplendent and vast beyond my wildest hopes. And yes, I did meet her in the bathhouse, and that was very, very adorable. But yet, the grand halls ache with silence, and I see suffering in the shadows wherever I peer too deeply. Fear and pain. Why were these things allowed into our paradise? Have my brothers and sisters not yet earned their holy reward? Yes. Honestly, anything with Sherma is precious. Probably the cutest character in this game. I know a lot of people love the fleas, and they're very, very cute. But yeah, little doggos. Yeah, the best NPC in this game, not negotiable. Honestly, yeah. And from when I first met her, I totally called it. That, like, you know, the whole gate thing, and then like, yes, my song has opened the gate. She's so funny. This place is holy, yes, but I worry at the suffering of our fellow pilgrims. So many are hurt or exhausted. Hornet says, your doubts and worries will not heal them, little one. If you would aid your fellows, you can start by dressing their wounds. The simple rags found around the settlement will do for bandages. Oh, that's an excellent idea, Red Maiden. Normally I'd think a song would suffice, but yes, more direct action is certainly needed. Yes, Sherma. Reject religion and embrace science. Yes. This is all I ever wanted. Even if it's just a little bit, you know, it's fine. And the citadel itself shall provide the materials. Praise be to this holiest of holy places. Forget what I said. Fear not, brothers and sisters. If we work hard and keep our faith, the citadel will provide for us. I have no doubt. Yeah. Keep the compassion of religion. Yes. Absolutely. Like, the compassion and the care and optimism that she exudes is really what makes her so lovable. I wasn't really sure what to think at first, although it was very cute and silly, and I definitely laughed. I wasn't really sure. But to see her progress throughout the different areas filled with darkness and despair, and to see her spirits never once waver, is just very heartwarming. Specifically of Sherma's religion, which is helping people. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Please, Sherma, just stay here. If you leave, I'm going to be really worried for you. Because things rarely end well for characters as positive as you. Honestly, I'm surprised she made it all the way here. Props. Alright, fine pins deposited, wish granted. Skip through the dialogue. Well, when it was repeating. Skip through whose dialogue? His? It's probably dialogue that I just read. Oh, really? Ah, heard you did the saving for our dear merchant there. I've seen her about sneaking and scrounging even afore you were ringing that bell. She's a useful sort, but don't let her age be foolin'. She's still the sharpest mind for a deal. Won't be long till there's nary a rosary about this shrine that ain't found its way into her pockets. Here they simply lay. Okay, so this is the dialogue that I've seen a bunch. Oh. Oh, now we have more farming to do. Oh. Okay. When they limpy lay, the dialogue is repeating. Huh? I don't know what you mean by that. Hello again, dear one. Looks like we both made it up here safe as told. Yeah. Here they limply lay as the dialogue got up. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry, I was just thrown off a little bit. Jubilana's who I just rescued. Hello again, dear one. Looks like we both made it up here safe as told. And what a shock to find you were speaking the truth about this place. Settlement like this in the Citadel, nice and safe, cloistering so many bugs with minds intact. Never seen anything like it, nor even imagined such. Makes trading away all my nice bits and baubles much easier. After all, I want to take lots and lots of rosaries with me when my strength finally fails. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's like a wall cling, huh? Yeah, it could be nice, but I'm probably not going to use it. Oh, a mask shard. That's absolutely what I need. I need that yesterday. A simple key? Holy crap, I finally found another simple key? Oh my goodness. Spool extender? Oh snap, that's a... Okay, that's a blue. Not sure what that does. But okay, so I've definitely got several things that I want to spend my rosaries on now. But first we'll get a mask shard. 2 A-tier yellows, only specifically for parkour. Yeah. I feel like I'd have more fun, legit have more fun not using this. Just things will be more action-packed and, yeah, very situational. Yeah, there's certain things I'm sure where, especially during really difficult certain things, you could just cling. But okay, well, definitely getting this first. Let's go. An actual extra hit finally after all this time. I actually have an extra hit versus double damage hitters. Sheesh. Also good if you're absolutely scouring the most difficult to reach places for secrets. Yeah. Yeah. I could imagine. Mask up, boys. All right. 15 of them. Well, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I need to go back to Grandmommy. And then... yeah, okay. And then... it should be enough. Like, I have 300 almost, and I'm not really using that many. If I run out again, I'm probably going to have to continue it next stream anyway. Long pin over spike trap here. Yeah. Well, the long pin, unless the boss is sitting still when it triggers it, the long pin does a lot more damage. So, and part of it is because I know the damage numbers, right? The only time the sting shard is going to do more damage is if it gets all of the hits off, because the long pin does like 14 damage and the sting shard does like 4 or 5 like each hit. So, which is I think up to like 5 hits. So, the sting shard is especially good when you're fighting multiple enemies. Yeah, that's one reason I turned the damage numbers on, because I wanted to be able to compare stuff. So sting shard does like... it only does more damage in one hit than a long pin. if it gets all the hits in. And you'd have to throw it at really specific times when the boss is staying still for more than a couple seconds. Because it also takes a second for it to become usable. For the trap to be triggered or armed, and then it goes off. So it really like probably 3+ seconds. Whereas you can throw a long pin from a range. The cogwork wheel as well is really good against anything on the ground, although it also does like less damage, but it's multiple hits and it can push things back. That's the main reason I was using that a lot. It worked really well against Lace as well when she stands when you use it at the right time. It's really easy to use it at the wrong time and she'll just like jump over it or something. But it'll also like bounce off the wall sometimes and come back a little bit. It's pretty cool. It just runs along the ground and it'll do multiple hits. This also does like multiple hits of less damage, kind of like the shard, but it can do a lot more hits if you use it at the right time. And regular enemies, it will actually can push them back and give you more time to react. Like I actually use this a little bit in the big gauntlet to push enemies back enough where I would throw down a wheel, even if the enemy's moving toward me. I'd throw down a wheel and immediately heal. And as I'm binding, the wheel will push them back enough to where I still have time to get out of the way before the enemy would approach me. So it's really cool against regular enemies. Or anything that's going to stay on the ground most of the time. But it's almost impossible to hit Grandmommy with this. Really for these, I should be using the quick bind and pull-up pouch. Honestly, either the Druid's Eye or the Weave Light just doesn't help enough during a boss fight where the boss is doing double damage. It's just either one of these is just hardly anything, and this takes way too long. It's basically a choice between Injector Band and Warding Bell for me. Although, if I'm going to use this, then I should not be equipping the Polyp Pouch. So maybe I could put this on. Or I could do the bell and the Injector Band, although that seems excessive. Yeah. I could try both a little bit. I think that's what I was using the last time I bought it. Just focusing purely on the damage I can do. I mean, on the healing that I can do, rather. Focusing purely on healing, not on damage. Honestly, the pin might be better. The regular pin. I also think that these don't take as many shards. But it'll also, I could hit them, I could hit the Grandmother Silk from across the arena with this as well. If I really wanted to get juiced up, I could put the Flea Brew on. Do Flea Brew and Plasmium Vial. I didn't really notice much of a difference when I was using this last time. But maybe it would let me get more hits in? I don't know. The mirror, yeah. The mirror probably would work pretty well against the Mother. It would be a way for me to at least find out how much damage it does, because I am kind of curious. Super heal. The most juiced up heal of all time. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and go back. Speed was never my... Yeah, exactly. And I feel like movement speed is not going to be a noticeable amount during a boss fight. If I can get more needle hits in, maybe, that'd be cool. All right, time to lock in for the boss once again. Yeah, I actually have to. The biggest thing that's going to help, though, is just having that Extra max piece. That is a nice surprise. The movement speed and attack speed increases are noticeable for sure. Yeah. But there's a reason you never use quick slash. Yeah, exactly. That, and I feel like it would be messing up my timing as soon as I take them off. It is amusing to me that this is called Silk Boss on the internal game code. They probably hadn't decided what to name it for a good while. That's only displayed through the mod. Look at me being a pro gamer. What do you call the final boss? It's a tough choice. Yeah, absolutely. I have been there, literally. I think they settled on a really good name. Whoops. Oh, that does 15 damage. Note to self. The mirror. So it does a little bit more than my nail currently. Or my needle, I mean. Oh, got me. And you really don't want to have your code fail because someone tried to run hitbox calculations on Garned Mother Silk. Programmer struggle is real, man. I totally forgot to sleep at that bench, apparently. Misspelling Silk Boss is a lot harder, yeah. Especially as many times as they no doubt typed the word silk while making this game. You know, like, if you misspell a word like that, you probably deserve whatever happens after making a game like this. And the word boss. Well, I mean, that's just in general any game programmer. It's also like one of the easiest words to spell. That's not one of the easiest words to spell, but it's easy. It's well known by any game dev. We are dev maxing today. I realize I also forgot to use my blue vial in between phases. That'll probably help. Oops. Oh, now we can. Look at all the health points we have. It's almost like we're playing Hollow Knight. Almost. The easiest word to spell in the English language is I. Yeah, that's fair. Having 4 extra hit points is just super useful. That was not what I wanted to do. I did mix up my buttons there. That's what I meant to do. Oof. Stop moving. Oh, that was really close to the fight. Yeah, that way I get a little extra damage on her here and there, too. Oof. Oh, yeah. It's all going according to plan. Well. Oh, let's go! We gotta bind her. In the darkness, bind her. Whoa, what? What happened to my health points? And my silk? What the heck? I'm absorbing her power. What in the crap is going on? Did I actually beat the game there? Is this like an ending? Well, we thought that there was enough silk already, but apparently not. Defeat Grandmother Silk and bind her power. All right. But it does not say beat the game. Okay, well, this is a game by Team Cherry, though. GG's, boys and girls. We beat the game. We won. All of the Silksong, 170% complete. Yes, we did it. We're done. We're done with the game. No more Silksong. Nothing left to do, clearly. Any percent ending achieved? Okay. Fair enough. Looks like you're done with the game. Yeah, completely done. Nothing left to find or do whatsoever. What are we playing next? Well, I'm right now I'm holding out for Lace Lore, 2033. That's going to be a good one. So, I have been playing a lot of Borderlands 4. My computer struggled to handle the playing and streaming at the same time. Definitely a game, Laceland. Absolutely. Through the darkness and dangers, you persevered. Thank you for exploring the world of Hollow Knight Silksong. Let's meet again on the road ahead. Team Cherry. Heck yes. Game completion. 38 hours. 29 minutes. It doesn't give me a percent. Steel Soul mode unlocked. No reviving. Death is permanent. The ultimate challenge. Okay, it's not the ultimate challenge, but Enough joking around. Time to move toward true ending. Yeah, absolutely. Is this a new title screen? Okay, so Silksong, Citadel, Cradle. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know one game I still have not played that I got lots and lots of recommendations is Hades, on a serious note. Of course, it's not giving you a percent. You haven't found World Sense. Ah, okay. Yeah. Fair. If we're going by the first game rules. Yeah. I've heard lots of good things about it, and from what tiny amount I've seen, it definitely looks like a game that's totally up my alley. I'm still like 98% blind, I think. I've only heard a few like kind of hints of things that happen, but so I guess the bad ending is you become the new Silk Mother, which makes sense. Hey, where did all my extra health and silk go though? Come on, I wanted all that extra silk. So the question is, if this was just a boss and there's not anything that unlocks directly from beating this, where the heck do I go next? Wait a minute. Why am I climbing up here? Because I don't need to. So I should go somewhere else. Let's see. Ultimately, I think the only place where I could potentially find a new area is either delving further into the infested waters or finding something with a hook that I can hook, or a ring to grab onto. Yeah. Yeah, let's look and take a closer look at the map here. So I'm going to go right first because, you know, I have a feeling that this is not like... Yeah, so this is Sinner's Road, and then past this, up here, or maybe up here. Yeah, this actually, I guess all of this in here probably is the wormy, icky water dimension. Because I'm pretty sure if I go from here, I could end up like up top of that area. And I have gone in here. This was locked. I had a feeling like doing some clockwork stuff might unlock this bench and the ability to explore Sinner's Road a little more safely too. There's here. There's also potentially a place here above Hunter's March. I'm not sure. I kind of doubt it, though. There's something under here because this is like a one-way gate that was locked, but maybe there's a secret here or something. It might not be that big of a deal. I'm not sure. Thanks for the follow, Aileen Marshall. And then... I think I can get here now with the grappling hook. The marker in Deep Docks is a simple key door. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. I won't waste time going there then without a key. Because I did have to use this marker for some other things as well. Honestly... I should start using this as double jump only stuff. Actually, I don't actually know what's up here. I never actually saw where I could go up higher. But I think it's double jump. This is... Might be simple key. It might be something that I just went back to later. I'm going to use this for simple key. And I'm going to use black for double jump or beyond. So this, honestly, I should be able to go to now to get into the ice area. Though I might have limited progression in there. I don't know what this is. If I don't know what it is, I'll mark it with red. How about that? If I don't know what it is, I'll mark it with red. Because I'm not using red for much. Red mostly really means there's like a boss or something there that I haven't got to yet. I know I can go here now. This is a place that I just was like leaving the kingdom, so I don't think I can do anything there. I honestly don't think there's anything here. This might be double jump. I think it was double jump. This I think I can go to. I think I can reach there with the hook. This is double jump only, if I remember correctly. This, I don't know what it is. That's that big head, and it might just be for looks. This I think is double jump only. Although I might be able to get there. Let's mark this with red, because I might be able to get there with the... Some of the places that look like they were double jump only, I probably could reach with the hook, because I didn't know how it worked yet. This, let's put a simple key door here. This also is something from the other side, I think. Did you know if you do a backflip, you can do a backflip? Thank you, Elena. That is very interesting. Do love ice areas. Can you tell from my name? Yes. No. I mean, yes. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. I think this is a one-way locked gate, not a simple key door. I was using the silver circle to indicate a simple key door as well as a one-way gate. Or just somewhere that's locked for some story reason. Let's see. Some of these things I just honestly don't remember. Oh, actually, what the hell is up here? I think I need a double jump to get up there, but I might come from above. But I don't think there's a way. Interesting. Yes, no, I'm really glad you weren't here when I was solving this puzzle. Because, oh my god, I was so confused and it took forever. And it ended up just being my first instinct was correct. But part of what put me so on edge here, I took so long in this room. I actually asked ChatGPT for help, but I was trying to ask it in a way where it wouldn't spell it out. I think it hurt more than it helped. But yeah, when I got up here, I had 1 HP left. I had 1 HP after climbing all this bullshit. So I was just on edge the whole time. I was on edge the whole time. Yeah, it was my first instinct, my first impulse. Ended up being correct. But I saw like how many of them there were, and I was like, there's got to be something bigger to this. I really hope the game has not been expecting me to take notes at the little symbols I've been seeing around the citadel. But anyway, it was very painful. I made it way more painful than it should have been. I finally ended up dying right before solving it. And I was about to crash out, and then I just respawned right there. And I was like, really? That's it. Yeah, it was kind of a weird puzzle. It's unlike anything else in the game. It doesn't really stand out as something. It's I don't know. It's kind of weird. None of them are fixed, so you don't ever know if you have one correct until you line them all up. Yeah. There's also some that do line up that look like not everything lines up. So it's like, I don't know. But whatever. Oh, yeah, and this I can definitely go to now. You know, it's the first place I go to after this. I'm not really looking to get into that worm water right away. I kind of want to do something else first. I want to see what's in the ice area. I think I'm going to go here first. Because it looked like it requires double jump, but I have a feeling I can get some places with the hook. So I will try. If only one in each column was immovable, it would have been a great puzzle. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, because I'm like, well, where do I start from? There's no clue to, like, start from. It just didn't make sense. The Slab is such a great name for an area, to be honest. Yeah. This place was super epic. I loved this whole thing and, like, the jailbreak and everything. That was so cool. So cool. It's like a combination of something that happens in Bloodborne and reminiscent of some really old school games that I've played where you actually end up in a similar prison scenario where they take your weapon and gear and you have to try to get around to get your gear back and stuff. There's a couple of points where it took me a while to figure out what to do, but I was able to figure it out. It was really cool. Abductor Virgin. Exactly. Exactly. There's a Elden Ring thing related to that too. Yeah. Flabbergasted when it happened. Yeah, the thing that threw me off the most was like her not wearing her cloak, and I'm like, this feels lewd. Why is she just naked? When did it happen to you? I was just kind of exploring over here. And I was going into the center road, and I was either at the Sinners Road or maybe it was like right here or wherever, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, all right, I really need to stop and go back to a bench. I'll just see what's in this room, and like, yeah, that sucked. But I was immediately excited because like, ooh, this looks cool. And I actually loved being trapped there. I thought it was really cool. Super interesting. And the puzzle like elements of it and the fact that you're able to fight enemies like using the traps and stuff, you have to be creative, makes you think outside the box. It was so cool. It was super early in Hunter's March before you even reach Greymore. Oh, wow. Yeah, I had at least got to like Sinner's Road and stuff, I think. Yeah. So I had seen Sinner's Road at least. But yeah. Having the maps for Bone Bottom, Morrow, and the Slab as your only maps. Holy moly. Yeah, because I had initially like everything from Shellwood to Greymore. I didn't have anything above that. I had not got to the Blasted Steps. I didn't have the map for Sinner's Road. And of course, I was still in Act 1. So, yeah, I just had like this stuff and then the Slab. But yeah, only having Bone Bottom and Morrow and then Slab way above it. And you're like, what in the heck? How big is this game, you know? Why am I all the way up here? Yeah. Yeah. And at first I thought, man, this must be way above the Citadel. I had no idea how freaking massively huge the Citadel was at the time. All right, well, let's go to the Brand Bellway. Let me see what I can find in the ice area. I was kind of thinking that if we like had a natural progression to Act 3 and so on, then that I would end up getting like the Frost Cloak before going into the icy area fully. But now I'm kind of thinking I might have to actually explore it a ways before I can... And I might find the warm cloak or whatever allows me to get through ice area more safely. I might have to actually explore it a bit to get that, which I am also... is appealing to me. So... Let me switch a few things around because I don't need this anymore. Or this. Let me go ahead and put this on. We'll do... Oh, I still had the shard pendant on. Not like it really matters. I might as well have it on for a little bit. Not using the scuttle brace, really. And then... I was using the Weave Light a lot, but now that I have a second Silk Heart, I don't really need it. I think this is going to be a better bet for sustain while exploring. In terms of game progression, we beat the game at very similar stages. About, yeah, cool. Awesome. But just like in Hollow Knight, now I'm sure this is where the real game's going to begin. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, remove this, because if I need something else... Oh, there's just rings here. Okay. See, these are things I'm just not even paying attention to. You missed some things that are obviously accessible now. Obviously, because you're literally at the final boss, so how could it not be accessible? Right. Oh, hey! We got some light and a map. Let's go. Child-wielding needle, how far our wanderings take us. The cold air here bites through our shells, as true as any blade. Warm yourself by my lantern while I call. While I did miss seeing Chakra in the Citadel, it does make sense why she wouldn't have gone there, based on her story. So I think it is kind of cool that you just pick up maps that are littered around the Citadel instead of buying them from her. Just for, like, story and lore reasons, it doesn't make sense why she would be delving into the Citadel. Although they could have done it that way. But I like the way that the choices that they made by, like, story and characters. Warm yourself by my lantern while I call. Hornet says, Farloom is a land of harsh extremes. Perhaps that is in part why the pilgrims have a culture of testing themselves against it so fervently. Perhaps, says Chakra. When I first encountered them, I had little respect for the weak, rag-bundled bugs, too cowardly to even carry a weapon. But, Don Daku, sometimes we judge too quickly. There is a subtle strength to them, though it is difficult for me to truly understand it. Mount Fay. All right. You purchased the last of my mapping stock. All right. Have a feeling I definitely don't want to go down there. Hey. Oh. Maybe I probably shouldn't do that. Who would have thunk that this place would be tall, huh? Who would have thought? Yeah, now this is kind of feeling like the Dark World from Metroid Prime 2, where you like have certain bubbles of areas where you can go, and the rest is very inhospitable. I can see what's over here, though I might get cold. Oh, okay. Well, Maybe not. Inspect. Sister Spider, if seeking commune with the creature atop this mount, take the climb above as test, a challenge beyond even our setting. Upon that summit gained and creature hailed, know it shall choose what gift to grant, with death as likely as insight. Interesting. If only I would actually use my hook more. Oh, wow. Okay. Nothing else up there, looks like. This is now Celeste. Have fun. Yeah. Oh, maybe I can pogo off him again, although I don't know how that'll help. Time to climb a mountain with the power of parkour. Yeah. My favorite. Okay. No, that doesn't work. I probably just can't get any higher right now. Unless my... Maybe I can hook the walls. You know what? I know something I definitely need to change. I'm really glad it just gave me a bench here. Let's put this on. Yeah. Giving me an extra bit to do grappling is going to help. Okay, well, I don't think there's really any way for me to climb there. So, let's keep going. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I feel like I probably shouldn't be doing this. Or maybe I was just slow. I don't know. Oof. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay. Unless... No, definitely not. Oh. You know, it's also possible that maybe there's not a double jump in this game. Double jump does change so much. I should really not be doing this. Let's... Okay, so there's a place over here. Before I die, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the bench. I could also go back up on top of the slab and see what I can find up there. Because I never went and like really explored up on the area on top because I was mostly just moving through quickly. Love how different your first reactions to this area are. Yeah. I love this kind of stuff, so... Okay. The thought that there might be a warm coat or something didn't even cross my mind. Yeah. And, you know, there might not be. That's just my first assumption. When there's an area you can only be in for a limited amount of time. Ah. Just barrel right in here with the gotta go fast mindset. Yeah. I mean, knowing the devs of this game, they very well could be expecting you to do this. Most games, though, I usually assume that the game devs don't expect you to do something so crazy. Either of us might be correct. That's the thing. Yeah, exactly. There's no telling. After playing through, like, so much of the rest of this game, like, and knowing how much challenge the devs are putting into everything, like, this is not a normal game. So I kind of have to change my expectations a bit. This definitely has more of a Celeste feel. Oh. I don't want to lose my silk up here. Yep, exactly. And seeing as, like, honestly, as soon as I saw that there are certain place warm spots, especially now that I see that there are designated warm spots, it definitely feels like you're intended to be able to do this now. Oh, poop. That's bad. Well, I only lost 3 hits still. Thought that was going to be much worse. We did it. At least so far. Thank you for giving me some silk. Oh, okay. I don't want to waste this climb. Although, I mean, it wouldn't be too difficult for me to get back up to him. Ice damage is fucking brutal. Yeah. Now, if it was... I would have definitely expected more for it to be that type of place where you could get through it without a coat if it was much more gradual in the ice damage. But the fact that once it starts damaging you, it's just like bam, 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 you know, very quickly dwindling your health. That's why I suspected that there was a coat or something. And it makes sense to have a natural progression of your cloak to have like a warmer version of it. Some cozier silk. Oh, no. I did a boo-boo. There's definitely not... Oh... Don't mock me. I'm trying my best. There we go. You know, I did just run past my cocoon. I really should go get it before I end up losing my rosaries. Oh, thank goodness it's low enough where I can reach it. You know, I just realized how close I was to, like, losing my cocoon for good. If I had died from ice damage during the fall somewhere in here... Oh, there's actually a path over here. I guess that's where I need to go. But yeah, if I'd have died somewhere like in here, anywhere in here, that would have been really hard to get it back. So I kind of lucked out in a weird sort of way by falling down further, even though I didn't want to. Yeah, I still got hurt once. That was close. Okay. Okay, I actually have enough to heal now. Okay. So basically, I probably need to do this. And now go in here. Thank you for the silk. Whoa, oh, is this an actual... Like, is this gonna hurt me? Oh, hello. This is one of those, like, Reaver cameras, except it's a big one. Which this definitely feels like Reaver tech. These lights. Another thing that I've not got any hint of potentially finding is a lantern, but I don't know if there is one in this game. Because none of the areas seem like impossible to get through, you know? It's just like a little bit of darkness. There was never like a total darkness type of place. All right. Pre-watched, clearly. This is cool. Easy, but cool. Oh. I'm still in Mount Faye. I'm so glad I don't have to chase these stupid beads around everywhere. There's a fire over here. Oof. Had lots of trouble with Mount Faye. So far, so good. I feel like I might have missed something down there, though. Can always go back. I probably shouldn't be floating this slow. Oh, there was a heating thing over there, and I am screwed. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to have to start back over here, aren't I? I'm really glad I exited out. Oh, that could have been so bad. So bad. Oh, no. Checkpoints are for losers. Clearly. I get it, Team Cherry. No damage. Let's go. Oh, that would have been a really good time to use a buzzsaw. Sometimes these things are easier if you take them very methodically instead of trying to do it super fast. Well, it definitely says there's a bench over here. Or the bench is down here, rather. Let's go. I don't care how much you're charging me. Just give me the bench. Let's just do it. Oh, it's another bell thing. Oh my. Cool looking stuff here. Oh. Okay, maybe there isn't. Memory crystal. Oh. Interesting. So it's a way to damage enemies by getting hurt, but in a better way. Sounds like. Maybe there's no warm cloak. I expected this to be the kind of thing that would require it. But if nothing actually requires warmth to get through like a longer area, then maybe there's just not anything. Maybe it's just something you just have to deal with. Then again, maybe there's like an area over here. Oh. That definitely feels like double jump requirement. At least you don't get stunned when you take damage. At least you can just keep moving. That would really suck if they had done that. Okay, well, I think I've explored what I can there. For now. In fact, I should put a marker for double jump. If it stunned you, navigation here would be such a nightmare. You'd have to do each parkour gauntlet fast enough to take 0 cold damage, or you'd be chained into death. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. right. Yeah. Okay, so that's just instant damage, huh? Oof. Okay. Making progress. Though I'm very low on health now. I feel like I've been here already. Oof. The ice has claimed me. Honestly, I probably would be a lot less prepared for this if I had not played Celeste. Thinking about it, this is still pretty dang easy compared to, like, basic stuff that Celeste has you do. Oof. Oh, hey, it actually lets me recover here. Interesting. Whee! Oh. You know what? There's plenty of time for me to just float down. I just take my time. Whee! To safety. Oh, that was close. Yeah, the controls of this game aren't as snappy as Celeste, that's true. Oh no. That's... I'm gonna lose my stuff. Now I see why this took you a while. Got to get through a lot of stuff in one go. At least they did put a bench like halfway or after the first section. Although the first section feels pretty easy now. Like, I feel like I could do it every time now. The ledge grab mechanics are so good in this. Oof. How the ledge grab does not feel consistent. I can see what you mean. But I think it's just a matter of... I think it's a little different than in some games, but I think it's a matter of understanding how it works. Being able to grab ledge and like jump off stuff, I think is really, really good. I just gotta remember to dodge. Oh no, oh no. Well, there goes my few rosaries. It was like 180 or something. Not too big a deal. Oh, no, I expected my wife to be back by now. She's getting her hair done today. We have a little party to go to later. But, yeah, guess we're doing fine. I don't know what the fuck that was. Stop goofing around while we have limited health in the ice, shall we? This is one I really need to hurry with. I got hit right at the very end. No. Whee! Oh, this is kind of pretty. Kind of glad to be able to experience that at least once. That was fun. You know what I should be doing? This would be a perfect time to add some blue blood into the mix. But we need to take this off if we're going to do that. Which might as well... You know what? Let's put multi-bind on. If I get a chance to heal, might as well make the most of it. And then... put the plasmium vial. Put this on. Don't think I'm going to need it, but I have some kind of weapon. And then... yeah, should be good. Could get a little speed going. I don't think it really matters, though, and it might throw me off more than anything. Yeah. Really glad I can get up to 3 basic silks. Oof. I probably will need to call it pretty soon, but I want to finish this if I can before I call it a day. Oh, I could still make it. Sure, why not? Okay. Only got hit once and I got my silk back, so that's good. Honestly, wait. Could totally do this. Yeah, alright. Okay. We're up here. This is the farthest area I've completed, I think. Ooh. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. I kind of cheesed that last bit, but that's alright. It still counts. Dang it. Okay. You know what? I guess I can jump up here now. Oh, that would have been really bad if I couldn't. Oh, man. Okay. You know what? There might not be a double jump in this game. Because I thought maybe I would use the double jump to get up here. But it could just be that, you know, getting a double jump. Well, no, because they also added this. Wait a minute, there might not be a double jump. Seems like one of the most obvious types of power-ups for a Metroidvania like this. Ooh, a bench. Let's go. But double jump also is one of the things that can make, like, it just dramatically changes your movement so much. Like, it allows for so many things that pretty much anything pre-double jump is like nothing after it. Not to mention, like, you have to kind of make arenas bigger and all kinds of stuff. So, if there's no double jump in this game, I think it's probably a really good choice by Team Cherry. Although, if there is, then that's fine too. I'll be interested to see what they do with it. Oh no. Let's just go back to the bench. Yeah, the choice to not have a double jump at all is probably one that most devs wouldn't even consider, just because it's such an obvious thing that can add so much depth and progression. But yeah, definitely will make platforming a lot more intense throughout the entire game if there isn't a double jump. Okay, so there's a place here. Might be able to theoretically get up there. Not that you would need or want to. Oh, what the fuck was that? What did I do? Because the thing about a double jump in a platforming game like this, you kind of either need to have it early enough in the game where there's plenty of content that requires it, or you have it like really late in the game and then like pretty much the rest of the game is trivial. Once you have it, it's almost like a screw attack type of a thing once you have it. Which would kind of make exploration lame at the very end. Okay. Lol, I'm being very dumb. All right. Always try to look for ground to stand on to use your lifeblood vial. Yeah, I probably could just float in the air, but it feels wrong. And it's also like, oh wow, I'm really high. Mostly, I just want to make sure I'm not accidentally going to fall somewhere really stupid while using it. You know what I mean? Oh, hey! I almost forgot this existed. What's up? Is this the top? An ancient tuning mechanism. Hello. It's a flying one. Is it moth? Fade down cloak. Double jump. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Nice. So, do we climb higher now? Get fucked. After all this analysis. Let me see. Oh. Oh. Okay, so it's warmth. And also double jump. Nice. Nice. Just when you convince yourself you get no double jump or warm cloak. Yeah, exactly. There was a part of me that was wondering, because you said this took you a while, and I had a feeling like nothing that I got to was really that crazy. Let's see. Okay. The wife is finally done with her hair, so I'm going to wrap up here in a few. I'm just better than you. I seriously doubt that. Well, it's probably that I was using more consistent methods than you. I had a feeling you were doing more speedrunner thinking type strats. Which is something that I used to be really bad about. Okay, yeah. I used to be really bad about continually trying the stupidest stuff and getting myself into trouble. But same thing I was doing, just worse. Fair enough. I mean, I think I did get pretty lucky a couple times. Like the one with the ice water, there where I just kind of ended up hopping in the ice water a couple times and getting through. Yeah. Ice water was probably the only thing I did better than you. Yeah. Because I never realized I could pogo the swimming ice cubes. You know what? It's not that I didn't think I could. It's like I didn't really consider it. I was too busy trying to stay out of it altogether. Which is, you know. Oh. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we flip and go. It definitely would feel pretty weird if there was no double jump at all. Now I'm going to have to acquaint myself with actually using the double jump with all my other crazy abilities. Now that I'm used to not using it. Congrats on beating the tutorial. Yeah! Now it's time for the real game to begin. Hell yeah. A visitor. Grand you are, but you already have a mask. Already a face. It is for those without that I must carve. All deserve a face, a chance to be. Until I wither, for the faceless I shall provide. To exist, a face is needed. It is the essential thing. To work, the masks must be carved. Okay, it is repeating now. A mask to hide. Fresh faces for all. What greater gift? A land defined. A mask to be. What greater gift? A mask to hide. A land defined. Fresh faces for all. Whee! Definitely also going to throw me off when I'm expecting to like float and then having to double jump first and then float. But it's really nice to have no urgency in this area, finally. If I can get to a bench, maybe I'll understand where the heck I am. Yeah, I'm sure I will get used to it pretty fast. Can't wait to get to this game's version of like Path of Pain or White Palace. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking there wouldn't be a double jump, because clearly this thing over here required it. Well, theoretically there might be a way. Going to unequip this now so I don't waste it when I don't need it. Also, let's put this back on. Okay, now there's probably a lot of other places I can go to now. For today, though, I'm just going to go ahead and backtrack out of this area, out of Mount Fay, and probably be done for today. There could have been a different vertical movement ability. Yeah, that's true. Now you can do a lot of stuff everywhere. Yeah, yeah. Tim the Tatman with hairs. Wow. Okay. Hello, Meliadon. What's up? I just got the best ability. Yeah. That was quite possibly the stupidest way I could have gone through. Melia. Or Mela. Melia, yeah. I'm doing good, Melia. How about you? I am about to wrap up for today, though. Well, the fact that I'm streaming at all is pretty new. For the last couple weeks, it's been like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years since I've done any kind of streaming. So, I started again for Silksong because I had so much fun streaming Hollow Knight back in the day, and that's not a bench anymore. Interesting. All right, yeah, it's just like a little baby bench. We don't need that no more. We have all the jumps in the world. In fact, can't quite reach that. Well, never mind. I totes can. The whole world is my jungle gym now. Hey, buddy. What's up? Okay. Well, this is a good place to stop, so... Chat's coming up slow, so expect slow chat. Yeah, no worries at all. Patch in a pet button for the Bell Beast. Yeah. Well, At least you can feel it purring with the controller rumble if you're using a controller. And then it'll holler if you ring the bells. Wasn't there something else that you get a pet button for? Or am I thinking of a different game? Yeah, honestly, worth it just to feel the purr of the bell beast. Makes it all worth it. Well, it is that time to be done for the day and to focus on other things. But thanks, guys, for joining me. It's a lot of fun. I don't think there's anything you can pet in Hollow Knight or Silksong. Oh, I realized what it was. It was in Borderlands. There's Borderlands 4. There's some things you can pet. Thanks for the follow, Meliodon. Sorry you joined right there at the end, but I need to go. We got a party to get to here in a little bit, so... Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm sore. Oh. Heck yeah. And if you're interested, I do have a Discord as well where I post notification. So, yeah. Toodles. No, I'm glad you were able to catch my beating the game. So, that was fun. Very productive stream. I'm really looking forward to next time when I can use these new abilities to go really, like, start exploring like crazy. So, have a good time.